Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at some of the best transfers, differentials, and gut feelings for Game Week 22. Now, this series I'm going to be continuing until the end of the season, so I'm going to do my best to post a video like this for every single game week. So the concept of this video is to give you guys more transfer options for the upcoming game week. So instead of me creating a video looking at just one or two players and highly owned players like Salah, Song, and Fernandes that a lot of people know about anyway. You know, Salah is the main captain options for Game Week 22. Could be Fernandes as well. Song's good for Game Week 23. So, you know, instead of me talking about those players, I want to talk about other players that not many managers are looking at that might help your FPL teams out. And of course, not every single player that I pick is going to do well, but they might do well. So, like last week, the transfers that I spoke to you guys about didn't really plan out well. But the week before, like for Game Week 20, actually paid off really well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes for this game week. Hopefully that this video will help you guys out. Please do subscribe in and always drop a like on the video. Okay, here we go. Okay, so before I start, I just want to mention that I am recording this around 10:30 and I'm trying my best to post this video around 12 or 1 o'clock. And in between that, there's going to be some press conference. I just don't want to leave this video too late. I want you guys to have a look at it before the deadline. So I want to try my best to post this as soon as possible. Now, in these videos, I'm going to be looking at the goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and strikers to kind of help you guys out. So let's start with the goalkeepers, Sanchez and Areola there. 4.5 and 4.4 goalkeepers. Now, there is going to be a lot of talk about the double game week. There are suggestions there are talks about the double game week being Game Week 24 and 26. There might be some small ones afterwards as well. So a lot of FPL managers are basically trying to prepare for things to happen or announcements to happen. And if there are some double game weeks, then we are going to be looking at some cheap goalkeepers for our bench if we're going to use the bench boost and so on. So Sanchez and Areola is a fantastic picks. I'm not saying that they are going to keep a lot of clean sheets, but they got the potential to save a lot of shots. As you can see, Brighton has been doing really well. That is a decent amount of returns for goalkeeper. That is 4.4. For the Fulham goalkeeper here, we're not really expecting him to keep a lot of clean sheets, expecting him to save a lot of shots. But one kind of clean sheet is going to give him a decent amount of returns. So definitely cheap goalkeepers. It's going to definitely help us out throughout the next few game weeks. Now, as for the defenders, we've got Cash, Rudiger, Dallas, Cresswell, and Trent. So let's start with Cash here, 5 million, 1.3% owned. So Aston Villa defender, it is a differential there, as you can see, 1.3. So if you're looking for a double up on the Aston Villa defense, and you've got Martinez as well, that might kind of like help you out to kind of gain those extra ranks. So a very good option there with 2 assists and 9 clean sheets there. Rudiger, I already spoke to you guys about this player on my previous video for Game Week 21. 4.5, played again. As you can see, a decent amount of returns in the last 4 games. It looks like Chelsea's playing the, 3 at the back and, 2 wingers, so like they can drop back to make it 5 at the back. 4.5, as you can see, 1.2% owned, a massive differential with Alonso coming back to the team, with Hudson-Odoi playing where James should play. Yeah, there's a little bit of a change going on in the Chelsea side. There's a lot of good players that can play those positions that could do well. But I think for the back 3, if they're going to continue with that, then he is the one to kind of go for. A 4.5 player as well, that's looking really good. If there is a double like game week for Chelsea, I'm definitely having this player in my team because I am looking to bench boost very soon. Got Dallas, scored a goal. He's playing out of position, which is fantastic. That's where we want you know, our defenders to be playing out of position in that attacking side of the pitch. 13% owned is still a decent chance to kind of gain those extra ranks when he does score, when he does keep a clean sheet. The problem with Leeds United is I don't think they're going to keep clean sheets. So we are just looking for the returns for Dallas. But if there is a clean sheet, there is a highly chance that he is going to be on the bonus points. So Dallas is going to be in this list. Cresswell, he is the #1 defender with the most points. 96 points for Cresswell. 5.6 is a little bit expensive. 21.5% owned. So highly owned player. As you can see, okay, lost the clean sheet there, but these assists helps a lot. It's like you're getting a clean sheet for him. And if there's a clean sheet and he's getting what? Assists, as you can see, 8 assists is a fantastic return. This player is just going to get more points. We are looking like the 11 points there against Everton, 15 points there. There is a high chance for him to get the assist because he's taking a lot of free kicks, he's taking a lot of corners. Next up is Trent Alexander-Arnold. So instead of Robertson, I'm going to go for this guy. 7.3 and 15.4% owned. So if this player scores, you know, or gets a clean sheet, he's definitely going to help us out in the ranks. 1 goal, 3 assists so far, and 4 clean sheets there. Missed a couple of games, and yeah, you know, Liverpool's defense is not looking good. However, they bought a couple of players that might help them out in the future. Now, as for the midfielders, we've got Barkley, Sterling, Eze, Harrison, and Barnes. So let's start with Barkley. Barkley is back into the team. As you can see, he scored a goal against Southampton. When he plays, Aston Villa seems to score a lot more goals. So it is a weird one. It does help players like Watkins a lot. I think he is someone to watch. He is a massive differential. As you can see, 0.9% and only 5.9. And the fixtures are looking okay. West Ham at home is okay, I guess. Arsenal at home, Brighton away, Leicester City or at home, Leeds United away. There could be some double game week fixtures for Aston Villa as well. So if you want to go for a little bit of a differential, a little bit of something different instead of Jack Grealish, then he is the player to go for. Sterling is a very good pick for this game week. He didn't play against Sheffield United, so you are assuming that he will play the next game against Burnley, and they're away. And you know, with his pace, I think things could happen there. He could get some good returns. Manchester City are winning a lot of games right now. They are on form. The problem is that 11.6%, sorry, not percent, the price of 11.6. So that's quite high. 12% owned. So that is a differential. You know, if he scores a brace, then yeah, I mean, that's going to definitely jump you up in the ranks. The fixtures are yeah, okay. They are difficult, but I can see Manchester City doing well here. Okay, against Liverpool, we're not sure what's going to happen there. Against Tottenham and Arsenal and West Ham, I think these fixtures are good. And the fixtures looking ahead, you know, we're looking at the double game weeks. There are talks about Manchester City having a double game week in game week 24. So not only they will play against Tottenham, they will play away against Everton. So definitely maybe like investing in a Manchester City now could be the way to go. Got Eze, something a little bit different. Now, I know a lot of people will talk about Zaha, and Zaha is the main player to kind of pick out from, but Eze is something of a massive differential. Like I said in this title, we're looking at differentials as well. And here is another one. 5.8. Eze has been playing really well. 0.9. He scored in the last game. As you can see, he's got 3 goals and 3 assists. That is okay. But if you look at the fixtures for Crystal Palace, it looks even better. Newcastle away, Leeds United away, Burnley at home, Brighton away, Fulham at home. This is a good run for for Crystal Palace to get some good returns. And I think he could be the player to actually get some returns with Zaha. So if you want to go for that cheaper player, then he is a player to kind of look out for. The next differential is going to be Harrison here. 5.4, 2.2% owned. Very, very good fixtures as well against Everton and Crystal Palace. 2 back-to-back home games. Harrison is a midfielder and he's cheap. He's low owned. You know, if you want to go, if you're thinking that Leeds United is going to score a lot of goals in the next few, then he could be a player that could get some returns. As you can see, he scored 2 goals in his last 2, which is really good. 5 goals and 4 assists so far in the season. If we move on to the last midfielder, as you can see, we've got Barnes at 6.9, at 7.9% owned. And he's been performing really well in the last, 6 matches or something. Yeah, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4 goals and 2 assists. And that is a good amount of returns for a player like Barnes that is around that 7 million mark. So very, very good returns there. And if we look at the fixtures, Fulham away, Wolves away is okay. Liverpool at home is going to be difficult, and then decent fixtures after that as well. So looking at Leicester City's fixtures and the way they're playing, I know they lost against Leeds United. I think he is an option. He is definitely a good option, a differential there. And yeah, so we went through a lot of players there, and we've just got a few more. And as you can see, these are the strikers. We've got Calvert-Lewin, Bamford, and Watkins. Now, I know that Calvert-Lewin was like the main pick for Game Week 21. And I still think that he is a good option. Like, if you look at the front three, if you've got a front three, you know, if you're going for that 3-4-3 formation, then yes, you know, you are looking at Calvert-Lewin as well. And the fixtures are not the best, but there are talks about a double game week for Everton players, and people are going to be buying Everton players no matter what, if that's the case. If the double game week hits in game week 24 and 26 for Everton, and if you're not wildcarding, investing in an Everton player is the way to go. And Calvert-Lewin is pretty much the main player. And against Leeds United, there should be a lot of goals. There should be a lot of goals, guys. Now, Bamford, as you can see, he's got a dead leg. He should be okay. You know, after the game in the press conference, he was speaking and looked fine. 1 goal and 2 assists there. You know, we kept them for a reason. I kept Leeds United players for a reason, although I benched them last game because of these fixtures here. Everton at home and Crystal Palace at home looks really good. Against Everton, against Pickford, I think there's going to be a lot of goals there. And Watkins, so, you know, we're looking at that striker position. I am not going to talk to you guys about this guy, Wilson. I can't bring Wilson in my team. I don't want Wilson in my team. Unless he goes and scores a lot of goals, he can be a big troll in FPL. You know, he can do well like this 12 and do absolutely nothing afterwards. Yeah, I mean, 10 goals and 5 assists is good, but I don't want it. I don't want to go there no more. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You guys can do it if you want. It's fine, you know, go ahead. But yeah, anyways, Watkins is here because of the fixtures, and with Barkley coming back, it's going to definitely help Watkins to get some returns. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it. Trying my best to go through different options, different differentials, and different players to kind of pick out from for Game Week 22. Now, as for me, this is how my team is looking like. If I hear any news of a player that I have that is going to be benched or might not play, then I will remove and I'll get someone in. So if I find out like Bamford is out or something like that, then I might just go and get Jack Grealish, which I have the money to kind of remove Souček and get Grealish. I might go for Barkley if I want to go for a differential. I might remove James and get Trent, you know, for that game against Brighton at home. So there are a lot of options. I'm just going to look at the last press conference today and make my final decision. And that is, yeah, that's pretty much it. Salah's going to be my captain. I'm thinking to actually bank my transfer. I'm at that 380,000 mark in the ranks. Last game week was terrible for me. If I did well, then I would have been in the 200k mark. But anyways, we'll see what happens this time. I think if I bank my transfer, every single game week that we go through, we'll get more information about the double game weeks, and maybe that might give me a better chance to kind of prepare for it. Get like another Manchester City player, maybe get another Everton player, and so on. We'll see what happens, guys. That is pretty much it. Please follow me on Twitter. I'll put a link in the description below. I hope this video has helped you. Please check the press conference as well before you make any kind of transfers. And that is pretty much it. I might make a deadline stream. I will see, but I think this is a decent amount of content here to kind of help you guys out for Game Week 22. Good luck. I will be on Twitter to enjoy the day. I mean, if I don't make any transfers, I only have Fernandez and Mitchell if he plays. But yeah, you guys let me know what shall I do with my bench, because I actually had a terrible time last game week. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know in the comments below what kind of transfers are you going for, what are your picks, what are you thinking to do, and I'll try my best to help you guys out if I can. All right, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.